Hello! Oh, blimey O'Reilly. Good morning, chat. How the hell are we? I've literally just woken up. I was out like a light. How are we all doing, folks? Have we all had a good night, good morning, and good evening, depending on where we are in the world here? How the hell are we? Good to see you there, Dutch Boomer, man of my own heart. How to see you there, man? We got Misfit, we got Hundra, we got all the lovely people, all the regulars in chat there. Fantastic. So yeah, everybody, welcome back to Skyrim. It's been about a week since we last played. A big thank you to Villagerin as well there for the 26-month sub. Insert witty comment here. Thank you very much, sir. So yeah. I'm pretty good, thank you. Good day, Sgan and Q. That's it. That's a good idea. I should probably put my glasses on. That is a capital idea. Wherever my glasses are. Where are my glasses? I've no idea. You know, after 3 years of streaming and I've still not, figured out a route. No, I've no idea. We're doing it blind, chat. We're doing it blind. Fuck Roy, indeed. We've got plenty of games going in here. Lawson says he wants to die. I went skiing for the first time yesterday. I imagine you have just, ate snow. Fantastic. I've never been skiing myself, which is cool beans. You literally just spent $112 on dinner. What did you eat? You didn't just eat $112 on a plate, did you? Yep, some cube reads are going to be coming out here. I'm just trying to find the settings for my microphone just to make me a little bit louder because I feel like I've been arbitrarily muted by my microphone, or my microphone is now a little bit lower. And so I'm trying to figure out how I get to the old sound mixer. Because, Windows 10 obviously changed the control panel. When you type in control panel or settings or whatever, there's now, another screen, another control center. And I'm in the Windows 10 one, which is, frankly, useless. I want to go back to the original sort of Windows 7, version of it. And cannot figure out, it's one of these, is it? Sound control panel. There you go, found it. And then microphone. And all I want to do is just grab this little slider and just boost me to, shall we go, let's say, a very nice 68%. That should just make me a little bit louder, a little bit crisper. Microphone isn't quite going into the red there, but I'm hoping that will just make me a little bit more sort of high def as we go in here, and hopefully address the problem with me sort of wildly flailing my microphone left and right. In fact, do you know what? That said, I'm just going to go one higher to a very nice 69%. Fantastic. Right then, you hit a fucking rock and flew 2 meters. Oh my god. Free as a bird. No, I can't believe that. That's hilarious. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice volume microphone from chat there. Okay, so in terms of what I've done this morning, I've had literally, I have no idea if this is going to work. In classic QBear fashion, I've installed a mod with absolutely no testing on the prior hand, and now I've got to set up a few key bindings when I get into the game here. Hello, Birdie. Good to see you. Big question. Very big question. Do I go to the store and buy stuff to make chocolate strawberries? That's not really a question. That's pretty rhetorical, to be honest. Good to see you, Birdie. How are you? Have you had a good morning, sweetheart? Oh, dear. Yeah. Lovely. Thank fuck you're here. Oh, really? and hello to Messi as well. Good. God, they're all coming in. All the VIPs. Fantastic. How you doing, Messi? Have you had a good morning? I'm good. I'm still sick, so missing a lot of work. Oh, dear. Have you caught, this, have you caught... I was a certain... Well, no, if you caught the flu, basically. Because I am sort of dancing around the edge of the cup. Like a red Indian around a fire. I'm dancing around the edge of this cold. And I'm kind of just teetering on the brink. I'm getting ready to fall into the pit and it swallow me whole. But just making sure that I'm eating enough fruit and stuff like that. Just trying to get vitamins, scurvy, trying to keep it away. You got the flu. Oh dear. Fantastic. There we go. I don't like pew pews. Oh, Messi doesn't like the pew pews. Who's on? Who's playing pew pew? Who's got pew pews? Unreal Yuki's got Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Is there really nobody else on this one? Well, here we are. Your slice of lackadaisical orc two-handed content. Fantastic. Let's do it. And I'm alright, mostly recovering from sudden wake-ups. Those are the worst wake-ups. Freddie B there says, morning at Long Live Quebec. Are you ill? Are you one of the first UK patients with Kung Flu? Oh, I've heard some fantastic names. Winnie the Flu, Kung Flu, Sweet and Sour Sicken. Which is fucking, yeah. It's terrible because people are dying from it, but the internet do that thing that it do. So yeah. Missed opportunity to name it Kung Flu, that's it. Anyway, let's rock and roll into some Skyrim here. So yeah, the mod that I've decided to install today, just as a quality of life thing for a part of Skyrim that's woefully sort of undercut. I feel like Bethesda's ethos with like sort of like building Skyrim and open world games is to just make enough of a base game to have a vanilla experience, but like not to add enough content into those different mechanics of the game so that people can just mod the ever-loving shit out of it. And I think that was a good ethos up until a point where they started getting lazy and just expected people to make their game for them. Fallout 4. Anyway, let's move on from that. Yeah, Fallout 4 was all right on its own, but like parts of it was so bad. So bad. Fix the clothes. Did I fix the clothes? What was wrong with the clothes? Did I fix the clothes? I can't remember. It's literally been so long, 100, I cannot remember whether I fixed the clothes. Do you have a mod pack on Steam? I don't have a mod pack, Kudo, but if you type !Skyrim mods, as you see in the title, it will take you to a Google Sheet or a Google Doc where I've just listed all of the mods that I'm using. It's so poorly made, there's no links or any load orders. It's just the mods that I'm using. The mod that I've added today is the convenient horses, I think it's called, and it should allow us to get a much better time out of like sort of horse gameplay. Gives the horse an inventory, allows you to call the horse. To be honest, I could the rate I get through horses, like I think I'm on my 5th or 6th horse now. I don't think we're going to get much use out of it, but as a sort of immersive way to interact with our four-legged galloping friends. It's going to be a nice extra way to do it. It allows you to do things like interact with certain items from horseback, talk to NPCs from horseback. But like the way that it works is that I've got to like change key bindings, or I've got to like, for example, if I wanted to talk to an NPC, I'd go up to them and press E. But unfortunately, the way the mod works, I cannot press E to talk to someone on horseback. I have to bind a new key. So maybe I'd use T to talk, as an example. So then, let's tab in here. Has anybody seen a cursor? I'm looking for a cursor. Has anybody seen one? Come here. Find me the cursor. Hello there, Rice. You got my message on Discord. I did. I apologise. I literally only just read it before I started stream. It's a very good offer. So he offered to send me, I think, The Outer Worlds, wasn't it? Because you've got a free copy of it. And I may well get round to playing it. I'll probably talk to you on Discord about it, just because there's a lot of... Where's my cursor? Okay, I'm going to hit enter. Oh, it's fucking registered the Xbox. There we go. Sorry, I was playing Alan Wake last night. We figured it out, chat. Nice one. Cursor appear. There we go. Cattler fucking fairy actually did it there. Awesome stuff. Cursors are optional, apparently. Right then. Fantastic there. Q, have you seen the adorable new Twitch emotes for the Twitch Valentine's event? I can't say I have. Oh yeah, that was this, wasn't it? Yeah. There was a massive hoedown going down in here. I think, yeah, I was backloading this, wasn't I? Because, like, holy shit. Okay. So yeah. We were backloading to here because we decided to just bonk this guy in the face, and then the entire sort of hold of Whiterun was after us. But yeah, I think what we're going to be doing is we're going to be meeting up with old Delelelelfine. That was right. I forgot I killed everyone. It all blurs together, sort of mass genocides of various priests, and especially the afflicted refugees. I have no idea. I feel like I should do the afflicted refugee quest just so he goes away. I forgot I killed everyone, that's it. People can get cute emotes for gifting bits or subs or just subbing. Well, there you go, chat. If you want some cute.
Terrible and powerful Talos.
There you go. Right then. So I can't sprint, which makes me think that I'm just carrying a shitload of shite. Oh no, I am. Okay, I think I've got to like withdraw my weapon and then I can sprint. There we go. Skyrim, do that thing that it do. That kid is not stranger danger. Aware.
shamed us all.
Not wrong. So yeah, welcome back everybody to our favourite two-handed sort of war orc, Mr. Kuberk, and I think, I forget her name, isn't it? That was it, Borgak. Borgak's Ironheart, or Steelheart, or whatever it was. Was it Steelheart? Steelheart.
Most days, the hard work.
Fantastic. So yeah, let's just sort of rendezvous. What the hell do I have? What am I selling? I've got a load of necklaces, some spare shite. I've got like various quest weapons that I need to hand in, and I think I'm going to be honest. The Rueful Axe does 20 points of stamina damage. See, I don't use war axes, although I might end up doing that quest. I might make a special trip to go and hand Barbas in, if I can. A Fulmer Sword. It seems like quite rare, a Fulmer Sword, to be honest. Let's see here. We've got Steel Armour of Major Destruction. We just need to sell that, because I've already got that enchantment. A Honed War Axe. Let's head into War Maidens.
I'm not afraid of you, even if you are my ally.
People are so fucking, like, cocksure, considering... like, fucking... literally, like, some... Well, that didn't go very well. Literally a fucking, like, 7-foot cocksure, like, orc. Let's see here. Oh, and it's Chinny as well. All of the fucking VIPs. Jesus Christ, how are we doing, folks? Chinny, my chinny chin friend, how the hell are you? Lawson,
yeah.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Long Live Quebec's community. They've shared 5 gift subs in other chats. And Mr. Combat Wombat got himself a free sub. Hey! Very, very nice. Typical of Skyrim, yeah. Never do that again, that's it. But how are you doing, my crimson chinned friend? Are you doing well, sir? Good to see you, mate. And thank you very much there to Twaxzer. Thank you very much there for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome, welcome. Enjoy your emotes. Courtesy of the illustrious Boo Boo Dingo. The world's most... Well, I say the world's most talented artist. Well, I don't know. She, like, for her emotes and, like, the amount of time she puts into them, she way undercuts on the whole budget thing, or, like, the asking price. Like, I sometimes just give her, like, an extra $10 as a tip, like, just because, like, fucking, she sells her work for so little. I feel bad. I feel bad. You know what I mean? The amount of time she puts into it. It's like, oh, yeah, bless her. Could be better. Feeling drained and all shitty. Have you caught... The Ill trademark. Fantastic there. Okay. Yeah, are you under the weather? Nope, you're just feeling down in the dumps today, Chinny. Well, hopefully I can sort of muster up a few laughs for you. Boo Boo is a treasure. She is an absolute... she's a national treasure. She's up there with David Attenborough, Stephen Fry, and Mr. Blobby. Fantastic. I feel most people heavily underestimate how long it takes to make something. I know. Like, literally... My game is... Whoops. It's not liking this at all. Like, loading. I just tried... Okay. My game is very unstable. Let's have a look. You add one mod and then it's all downhill from here. Those 2 new mobs seem to be fucky. I think so. Well, that was just a quick save. We'll see whether or not that was just random chance, because Skyrim just has a random chance to crash on me. We'll see whether or not firing up a quick load will crash again. What mods are there? I only added 1 mod, I should say. I didn't even add the other mod in the end. And it's the More Convenient Horses mod, which seems strange that it would just fucking flatline my game like that. We'll have to see. I'll see if I can do like a full save rather than a quick save, and then we'll go from there. Did you remember to place Convenient Horses under Open Cities in the load order? I didn't make any conscious effort to, so that might be what's happening. Okay, let's load back towards ye old Run of the White. Come on. There we go, we're in. Fantastic. Do we really need a mod intervention? Just one more mod is not healthy. You're using Open Cities, I certainly am. Decent list, expected it to be bigger with the crashes, yeah. It's not the biggest list, but I don't like... are you fucking nuts? I think I might be. I like just walking into a city and having it all loaded. Like, I feel like loading screens take away from the overall experience. I like to minimize the amount of loading screens that I can.
Terrible and powerful Talos.
Right. So I'm going to throw a quick save. If it crashes again... It's crashed again. Okay, let's lower the load order then. Bit of live bug fixing there. Hang on. I got a thing for that. Oh god, it's loud. Jesus. Fantastic. Come down here, you bastard. There we go. Lovely. Right. Let's see here. So plugin. Okay, so plugin load order. Let's see. Convenient horses. Convenient horses. I see you. Convenient horses. Let's say, not default. Let's put you as a late loader. Okay. And then sort now. And then we will manage a rule that says it must load. So convenient horses must load after. Let's see, is it called Open Cities on this list? Simple Cities, Open Cities Skyrim. So convenient horses.esp must load after Open Cities Skyrim. Add exception to the rule. Sort now. Lovely. Fantastic. Think that's done? Right. Let's rock and roll with this then, see if this works. So, right click Steam. Elder Scrolls 5 SE modded. Let's see how this works. Doesn't everything have a chance of crashing if you use it with Open Cities? Pretty much, Chinny, but it's few and far between. Like, it very rarely crashes. Bit of cube thonk in chat there, that's right. Let's see if this works. Hopefully this will work a bit better. With any luck. It's a really good mod. It's never crashed or anything for me. It's probably just the load order then. Let's kill the music there. Fantastic. Yep, bit of elevator music. Lovely stuff. Right, let's load in. If it crashes now, I actually haven't got a clue. It's going to load me from the fucking thing, isn't it? When we're wailing on people in Whiterun. I'm hoping now that we've loaded it late as a late loader, whatever mod it is conflicting with will hopefully, you know, chill the fuck out. Look. Everybody calm down, alright? Your saviour is here. In this life and the next. Am I going to Amsterdam? I am not going to Amsterdam this year, Chinny, based on the fact that I'm trying to save up for a flat at the moment. Like, just to rent, like, but we've got to buy furniture. I've got to buy furniture. I've got to buy furniture. I've got... one of my prerequisites, right, is I want an old man's chair. You know, like the one that you will always find Grandad asleep in his Christmas jumper and his party hat, his Christmas paper cracker party hat slightly askew, chin into his chest, while fucking, I don't know, some terrible Christmas movie is on the telly. Quick save. It just... my game's broken. I don't know what's happened to it. Okay, let's try removing convenient horses and let's see whether this fixes it. If not, we're going to have to change gears with Skyrim while I have a look at it later. Because if it is just shagged, I'm going to have to, like, yeah, come back and try and figure it out another time. We'll try it without the mod loaded and just see whether or not there's something that's just in the Matrix that's freaking it out. Maybe a sub will fix the crash, maybe. We can live without it, like I say, it's just a quality of life mod. But we might change gears to something else. Might do some U-boat or something. Because we haven't played that in a good week as well. Which is a shame, because I think a lot of people would have been looking forward to Skyrim. But if I have balked it, then it'd be balk in a big balk way. So let's see here. Continue. Does loot work with Vortex? I think it does. At long QX save corrupted at worst. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to create a new save, and that's what's breaking it. Secondly, are you using Vortex? I'm using Vortex, but I'm not using loot. Because I am a blazing scrub and I cannot figure out how loot works. It's not that complicated. I just look at the software and just go and try and fix it myself, which results in crashes like you can see here. I should really sit down and have an afternoon. Loot, it's piss easy. Can't save Iron Man mode. I can figure it out. Look, Chinny, look, I don't want to say you can clip this for your own use, but you're smarter than me, bro. You are. You've got big brain plays, but I unfortunately... I am thick. I'm thick as hot pig shit on a summer's day. I am. Right. Quick save. It just flatlines my game. Okay, I'm going to have to fix this another time, I guess. I have no idea what's caused it to crash. I've literally added one mod, and now I've removed one mod, and all of a sudden it's started shitting its pants. So I'm just going to have to change it around. We'll have to... I might do Skyrim tomorrow, maybe, if I can get it working this afternoon. Or I might do it tonight, who knows. But we'll have to play it another time, I reckon. So let's change gears to something else. Let's see what else is on the agenda. Well, it's really a toss-up between Papers, Please and... Yeah, a toss-up between Papers, Please and U-Boats. What do you think, chat? Banished? Banished, maybe? We could do FTL. I've been getting my arse handed to me at FTL. Just throw some game suggestions out in chat there and I'll... A couple of people want Banished. Papers, Please. Papers, Please. Frostpunk. U-Boats. U-Boat, Papers, Please. Bomber Crew. Banished. Good old Chinny. Star Citizen. We could play some Banished. Papers, Please. Frostpunk. Or Long Dark. Leoth getting in there. Papers, Please. Long Dark. Banished could work. Banished. There's a couple of people for Banished there. Go on then. We'll play Banished. We'll keep the medieval theme going. So let's play Banished. The library. Banished installed. It isn't, but it's not a particularly heavy game, so I can just install it. The question's going to be, I think installing Colonial Charter is going to be a bit of a bother. Fucking Starbase. Have you heard about Starbase, Q? No. I can't say I have. What is Starbase Q? A Starbase, all about me. Farming Simulator is free on Epic. I fucking love Farming Simulator. In fact, I have got the best Farming Simulator of any Farming Simulator, which I think nobody can really argue, is Farming Simulator 2013. What a game it was. I was sick for like a couple of days while at school, and I spent a full week playing Farming Simulator, and I made a bit over £1 million farming fields. It's the worst, honestly, the darkest chapter of my entire life. Right, let's see here. So the Banished Workshop content, here we go. It's 500 meg, so I've just got to wait for the mods to install, and then we should be good to go. You got banished from Skyrim? Yep, I did. I really did. God, I want to marry Quebec to narrate my life, that's it. He opened the fridge, and in the fridge there was milk, for he was not awake, and he poured his milk into his orange juice, and orange juice into his cereal. All of his co-workers were gone. Fantastic. Loads of people, this is the really weird thing about my voice, is that I've always had my voice. I don't know whether does it sound, I don't listen there and go, oh yeah, my voice sounds so good. You know, literally don't do that. Like, it's just the voice I've always had. And people keep going, God, Joe, your voice is so amazing. And I'm like, what? Is it? Okay. It's the one I was born with. There we go. Is that from the Stanley Parable? Yes, it was. This is 100% me when I try and play Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, pretty much. Quebec could narrate the sequel to the Stanley Parable. Maybe, yeah. Who knows? Have I ever played Banished? Or that's a question to Chinny, I should say. You and Bavin got great voices, apparently. Even when you were a baby. Yes, that's it. I came out and I was like, I don't know. The Lee Enfield is a superior bolt action. I don't know. Something funny. Okay, well, 24 minutes of Skyrim's gone straight up the shitter, or 27 minutes at this point. So let's... do I even have a Banished intro window? Do I? Oh, I do. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Let me change the stream sort of title as well. Skyrim did balk. Skyrim did balk. There we go. Good title. Did balk. And then we'll change it to Banished. Banished. This one. This one. This one. And then Colonial Charter. What version of Colonial Charter am I using? The mod's installed, by the way. I've just got to figure out the workshop and then see what mod I am using. My subscribed items. 176. Colonial Charter Journey 1.76. There we go. Excellent. Scrim did balk. Fantastic. Beautiful name. Okay then, so let's load up Banished here. Does it have a game capture window? Now we're getting into the nitty gritty of my OBS here. Do you have a game capture window? No, that's intros. You do have a game capture window. Well, fucking bugger me. Here we go. Banish then. Let's have a mooch here. So banished. Let's load it up for the first time. I may need to load it up, enable the mod, and then restart it. I think that's a thing. Video settings. Ooh. DirectX, eh? Let's use 144 hertz of this fantastic, like, monitor. I need to get a bigger monitor. I'm in the market for a new monitor because, like, my monitor is just, it's a bit wet. It's pretty bad. It's not bad actually. It's 144 hertz. I think it's a 24-inch monitor, but the one I have on the left is like a 19.5-inch monitor, and it is. I can't even believe that I used to game on it. Like literally horrendous. Right then, so music. Let's bring that down to like 30, and then let's bring the effects down as well. Let's get 70 on that. We'll get 70 on everything else, and then we'll see how that works. Okay. Now, I can't remember whether my loads... Yeah, okay, yeah, so my saves... It doesn't have cloud saving, so we are loading a new one. So then... Oh, that's right, I need to... mods, I need to enable Colonial Charter. There we go, apply changes, yes, and then the game restarts. Lovely. In Banished, you need to make your Orc Foreign Stronghold. Yeah, that's true, actually, my Orc's Foreign Stronghold. I am at the shop, all the strawberries were mouldy, so I'm upset. Oh, dear. Oh, God. You could invent something new. You could get strawberry dipped onion. That'll do. Yellow onion. That'll be brilliant. White onion. Excellent. Thank you. You can have that for free. Have I ever thought about Kenshi? No, I am not skilled enough for that game in any fashion. I mean, I could play it, but I haven't given it any thought for sure. Okay, Colonial Chart is really going ham in my ear holes here. Let's apply that. There we go. That's a bit less hardcore. Right then, so we got a few things that we can do here. There's loads of scenarios that you can play, which will be very, very interesting. Strawberry dipped, cute. Do you perhaps me? Cute. Do you perhaps me chocolate dipped? Lovely. Fantastic. Athlon Feedback, completely unrelated to this stream, but how do I stop missing every damn shot in the later sectors of STL? You've got to try and prioritise hitting the enemy. I know that it involves you getting a hit, but if you can just spare 1 or 2 shots to take out the enemy cockpit, that will kill a ship dead. You could try and hit the engines, but the engines tend to have more health than the actual piloting station, just because that's where you get your manoeuvrability from. So you'd have to hit it 3, 4, 5 times in order to actually get the engines fully off, whereas the cockpit tends to only have 1 or 2 health. So just sparing a couple of shots to hit the cockpit is normally a very good way to go to immobilising an enemy ship. Do you mean chocolate dipped, not strawberry dipped? I'm sick, stop being mean, guys. There we go. She had a strong, call an abundance. Right then. What kind of mods am I using on this? Just the Colonial Charters mod, version 1.76, which is pretty much like a massive mod pack for Colonial Charters, which will be nice. So, in terms of what we are going to be playing in, what kind of climate are you guys feeling? Do you want to go up into the mountains and become a mining colony? Or would you like to be in the lowlands, sort of like a farming colony, you know, like, with wheat and cabbage and whatever else, orchards galore? You know, where do you want to go? What would you rather have? Would you rather like harsh climate or rather temperate, and we can do a lot of farming and create like a large export economy? Or do you want it to be really just about survival up north? Fishing only run. Fishing is like a really strong food resource. It'd be pretty good. Freezing temperatures. People want freezing temperatures. Deserts, jungle maybe? Something with lots of animals we could do. Mining colony, because Orc stronghold. We could do something like that. Viking, via Swedish. For helvete. Lovely. That's the extent of my Swedish. Lowlands, orchards please. Somebody likes some lowlands stuff. The golden llama. Here we go. What a throwback. Very nice. Is it possible to be in the middle of the sea? I don't think so. Pine Forest Mountains? I think Pine Forest Mountains is a good way to go. So let's see here. So we could go... there's Cold Valleys, which I forget which one Cold Valleys is. Flat Plains, Marsh, Bleak Mountains. Mountains is really mountainous. We'll go with Cold Valleys because like it's not quite as hardcore with the mountainous terrain, because you can't build on mountainous terrain. You can't really hunt on mountainous terrain either, so we'll go with Cold Valleys. Terrain size, we're going to go with very large, as always. Climate, we are going to go with, I guess, very harsh. Chat probably wants a very harsh climate, don't you? Oh, yeah, you bastards. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, very harsh climate. Disasters on. Starting conditions. We could go with Colonial Charters Medium Plus, although we want to go with the Northern Pines, don't we? Northern Pines. I'm guessing we'll go on hard. A hard Northern Pines start seems like a good a thing as any. Your word, not ours. Very true. Waterworld. Can we meet Kevin Costner? Maybe. Maybe we can. Who knows? All right, then. So let's do this. We need a name for our town. I just spam the seed a couple of times. There we go. And we need a name for our town. What would the name of a sort of a cold northern town in the valleys? You know, one that's going to be experiencing very low temperatures. What do we think? In fact, because it's not in the mountain, I'm going to just go for harsh. I'm just going to go for a harsh climate, not very harsh. Gallows. It's not. It doesn't inspire. Doncaster. Yeah, that's a pretty good name. Grug's pile of stuff. Winterfell. All good. Fridgeholm. I like that. That's nice. Fridgeholm. Twitville. It's harsh. Brexitonia. I don't know whether we'll be going right back to the 16th century. I mean, we might. Newcastle, Russia. Nikol Kazov. Fuck it, it's not a Daedric fortress. Dunsonville. Glasgow. There's a lot of themes here. There's a lot of English cities appearing. Galga. It's not too bad. Fat. Why? Muff. Call it Muff. Can't call this town Muff. Fantastic. Jaywick. Auschwitz. No. Coronaville. No. Campbelltown. Galgard. Very nice. Dracia or Dracia. Quebec. Can't call it Quebec. That's weird. It's like, I wish you could just call it the town of Joe. Joeville or something. Stockholm. Call it Muffington. Can't call it Muffington. Womble Sex Life. Cybertron. No. Muff County Donegal. Oh my god. Muff. Fantastic. Sweet Hills. Sallow. Sallow's alright. Fluton. Again, in there with the FC. Official mods. Uppington. These are good saying. Ransall. I like Ransall. The Kingdom of Joe. Kuberk on Ice. The Kingdom of Joe. That's very nice. Quebec-Isleon. Tundra Valley. Pleasant Valley. Winterhold. Kingdom of Joe. Let's go. The Kingdom of Joe. Jutland Land. Joeland Land. Again in there, if you will. Georgia. Oh my god. Fantastic. You can't cut you. To be fair, I thought you would be non-PC, and then I remembered, Blade, that I said that. Jutland. Jutland Limp Dick? Joe. The D is silent. That's it. It will be a Joe related. I think so. I will vote for Womble Sex Life. Like I said before, your word, not ours. That's it. Joeberg. Joe below zero. I like Jogia. Fine! Jogia it is. Jogia. Welcome aboard to Jogia. Fucking stupid. Right. Welcome to the Northern Pines town of Jogia. This is going to be a hard start. On a harsh beginning. I was going to go with very harsh, but I'm going to go just with harsh, based purely on the fact that, you know, it's a cold valley. It's a little bit in the lowlands, but up north in sort of hostile conditions. So we'll have harsh conditions, but not very harsh. So that should be okay. Good morning from Ireland, Mr. Lemberg. How the hell are you? It is Messi's idea. Messi is the founding mother of the colony of Georgia, and her sort of I don't know what's the guy the advisor from fucking Tropico 5, the fucking like the military advisor. I can't remember the guy that like helps you with the tutorial. Yeah, that's Birdie. Lovely. Right, so Georgia. Penultimo. That's it. Yeah, that's that's Birdie. Lovely. Right then, let's rock and roll. So, Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the colony of Georgia. Captain Gingerbeard, thank you very much there. Welcome to Banished. Yeah, Skyrim, I've broken, inexplicably. I don't know what I've done with it. It's bork. Big time. Penultimo means before last in Portuguese. Your country has rested all of their colonial ambitions on your venture. Your job is to ensure the survival of your country's citizens. Fucking hell, they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. They went to the bottom of the CV pile with me. Jesus Christ. Banishing people from their native land, stocking rivers with fish, implementing fire safety measures, weaving initial clothing, planting seeds, weaving initial clothing again, you never know, colouring terrain with a big paintbrush, planting seeds, banishing people from their native land. I don't know what order you want to do it in. Checking random number generator, and then let's pause the game. So, welcome to the Northern Pines. So, instantly, not amazing, not terrible, quite a lot of flat ground. Just fucking turn it down a little bit more. There we go. 40. There we go. Really hasn't made much of a difference. Okay, so let's have a look here. Not great, not terrible, yeah. So there's a lot of flat ground for building, which is fantastic. But it's going to encroach on sort of our harvesting and stuff like that, because we won't have a source of fish straight away.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
let's give this some real thought. So what I'm going to immediately do is start by building a forester to try and gather some wood. Right in the middle of town. That's what I want to do. So, let's go to this one here. Thank you very much to Roy Sheen there for the 2 months of support. Very, very kind, sir, with the tier 1 sub. Welcome, welcome. So, we want a northern pine tree forester. I think that's this one. Yeah, a pine tree forester. We could go with something like that. Looks quite nice, doesn't it? We'll go with this one, though. So, we'll build a pine tree forester. I don't know, like just here, I think. Like just there. Yeah, just there. A pine tree forester. We need to obviously gather the wood and stone that we'll need to build it, but that's a good place as any to start. But now we will pause that, because we're going to build some houses, I think, first. So, in terms of roads and stuff, we probably want... Do we want a country road to take us home, or do we want gravel? In my northern pine sort of town, I think I want a gravel road. So let's go with gravel roads as best we can. Okay. That's going to come out there like that. Let's see here. We could build the houses along sort of a street like this. So let's just put a gravel road in here. Gravel row. It's there. It's like Savile Road, but gravel row. Lovely. So we can have a wide road here, because it's going to be like a sort of the main sort of street. That's going to run down the middle of the town. And then we can have sort of a couple of houses offshoot from that. So we'll have them sort of come down here, I reckon. Like so, for now. There we go. So that connects up there like that. Could have that as a 2 wide as well. There's no real rush. And then we'll have a couple of houses over here. So let's build one house just here. Log cabin provides better housing for a single family with better warmth and comfort. Should we start with log housing, chat? I feel like that's probably a bit much, isn't it? We could start with log housing. There's no reason why we can't. What do we do? Should we start with log housing? Log houses are great. They are. Yeah, we could just build a shitload of like the same log house next to each other. 100 bits for Jogia. That's it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think like a load of log cabins right next to each other. I'm going to go for the same style for each of them because I'm boring. I kind of want to have like enough space to obviously have a road, but I also kind of want to put like a side yard in. Is that terrible? Is that like stupid? Probably is. Let's build a small stockpile as well, just in the centre of town. We want just a general stockpile. And transparent stockpile of just general use. We'll put a transparent stockpile in just here. We'll have a 4x6. That should be plenty. And then we will get people to start harvesting. So, if I can, let's... got the birds are out to play. Let's start the harvesting of raw materials. So let's gather some wood, if we can. We're going to chop it down from around here to begin with. That'll be very nice. And a little bit there. And then we'll also gather some stone as well, because we will definitely need some of this. Grab some from there. We'll grab some from a little bit further into. And then that should be enough to begin with in order to get our colony rocking and rolling, which will be fantastic. Obviously, a source of food is going to be very important. We only have 1,200 potatoes to keep our colony alive and well here. So we've got to be mindful of that. So I think I need, like, what, 4 houses, don't I? And I'm just kind of trying to get the plan for my village out, how I'm going to build. Because I kind of want to give everybody, like, a yard, almost. If I can. Won't be a big yard, but it'll be something. This is Skyrim, pretty much. God, it's so loud in my ear holes. Ambient volume. Let's turn that down to, like, 25. There we go. That's a little bit better. Fucking hell. It's like, this is like the forest when you run out of stamina. It's just these like slow motion axe swings. Let's speed up time a little bit. Let's go to ×2 time. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a bit more bearable. Fantastic. So this construction project is paused for the moment while we wait for stuff to go on. We want to probably build like a missionary and a church just to give people some hope. Like, I'm not much for giving people hope, but you know, you do what you can. Let's get a couple of builders assigned. People are going to be bringing over materials and resources over here for the sake of construction of our first house. Then we can figure out what we're going to do. We're going to need quite a lot of wood, I reckon. So let's get the harvesting of more wood underway. Let's grab a couple bits from here as well. Because log cabins obviously take a lot of wood to build.
You filthy animal.
Thank you very much for the £5.
My monthly contribution to the highly sophisticated community, OGOL.
Ogol. I love Edna. Holy fucking shit. Nice one. Colonies don't run on hope. Yes, they run on 1,200 potatoes, apparently. Very nice. So far, so good. So, yeah, we'll get all of this constructed. Just they don't take much stone, but they use a massive amount of logs. So, yeah, got to be mindful of that. People are harvesting the road, or I say harvesting the road, people are constructing the road. People are gathering more resources. We just need this built for us, please, folks. Preferably before you freeze to death. That'd be great. They'll clear all of that out once the construction of that area is begun. So let's see. Is somebody bringing over the last of the materials? I think they are. A little bit of stone needs to come over. Quite a lot of wood in there now, which is great. 20 wood, but we're still going to need a lot more than that if we're going to make this work. So we're going to gather our wood up from over here, just because the foresters are going to be able to replant it. People are digging out the roads, which is great. Fantastic. The reserve of stone is low. Somebody's going to be able to come and bring some stone over to our first construction here. The people are going to build it, and then we should be able to see how everything goes here. And then I'll be able to plan out sort of a yard-sized area where I can just throw some props in to make the house look more lived in, which will be very nice. Let's get it constructed, please, folks. Do it as reasonably fast as you can, and then I'll figure out how much yard space I'm going to give people, and then I'll use the template again and again to try and... God, it's so loud. I've got to turn it down more. Is it loud for you, chat? Is it really loud for you, or is it just loud for me? Because I've got an independent volume wheel. Is it okay for you? Can you hear me okay against it? Because it's deafening for me. It's fine for you? Is it fine for you guys? It's loud. Some people say it's loud. Loud for all. Okay, let's keep turning it down a little bit. It's a tad loud. Let's go effects volume down to 30. Let's drop this down to 20. Drop the music volume down to 15 and the UI volume down to 30. Is it doing anything? Gaben, please. 15. Keep going down by 5 until it behaves itself. I think that's a little bit better, isn't it? It's not amazing, but that's better than it was. Louder, go louder. My poor eardrums. I do not wish to go louder. Okay, so in terms of fencing then, this is the thing that I wanted to do. I tried to do this on the last colony, but I didn't do very well with it, if I'm honest. Let's see here. So a tight fence we can put in here. But I feel like I should put like a... how big do I want the yard to be? That's the real question, isn't it? Do I put it here? If I put it there, it isn't going to fit. Because it's not going to be flush with the house because of the dimensions of it. It's just going to run down the side. So, I mean, I could do that. I mean, why shouldn't I do that, to be fair? It's, like, too close to the house. Like, because this is meant to have, like, a footpath behind it. Let's see. If I was to do something like that... No, it'd still be no good. I need to use this, then. Flush fencing. Wooden edge fences. See, that would just barely be flush, but then sort of the dimensions of it are all a bit weird. So we'll have to use these ones, and then just try and get it as close as I can. I think that'll do alright. So we'll come here like this, and we'll build a flush fence there like that. Lovely. Okay, yeah, we'll do it like that. So we'll build a flush fence there. Nice one. Then we'll build a corner fence. Just here, like so. We'll just give him like a little yard area at the back. Hello, Catlo. Good to see you, mate. And we'll have fence come out like Probably yay far. Give him a corner piece. And do I need to put a flush fence in again, or would I put in a... Let's see here. Where's the gate? I could put a gate in there. I feel like I should put a flush fence in there. Yeah. Small wooden... Okay, so I need to put in a flush fence just here. Then I can put in a single gate just here. Can I put in a single gate just there? Just there then, I guess. And then a corner here. Go for a corner fence just there. And then I can just put in that there. And then that's good. Then I can just build like a little yard area. Which will be grand. So now that I've got the idea of spacing, obviously everything needs to be built. And then I can just put some various props in there when I get the time. But that gives me an idea of sort of yard space for everyone, which is excellent. So the template of the first house is down, which is perfect. Excellent stuff. Okay, not bad. How many mods does this man have running? Just one, but it's a big mod pack. Okay. So far so good. So just building the outline of the yard. People get a lot of yard space, man. Get more yard space than house space. Bigger garden than the thing keeping them from freezing to death. Let's, with that all said and done then, we've got a lot of logs coming in. Let's build our second log cabin just next door. We're going to have them like backed all onto each other like this. We'll have another one just here. Going to be able to only fit 2 houses on this sort of run, but that should be fine. So we'll have another house just there. We'll get that constructed, and then we'll go from there. Let's keep chopping down wood and stuff, because that's where the our resources are mostly going to be coming from. Let's deforest all of that. Was literally the word I just used. And then stone, and then no stone there. A little bit of stone there. Go and gather all of that for us, and a little bit here as well. Any stone down here? Not really. Kids playing off in the woods, the bastards. I do need a source of food relatively sharpish as well. We'll get all of that constructed. And then we'll, as we're building our last couple of houses, we'll get another piece of food in as well. So these houses, how far apart from each other are they? Because now I've got an idea of spacing. So they're kind of like, what? Sort of 1 and a bit tiles apart from each other? So let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, basically. So 1, 2, 3. Bigger gap than that. It's that big, isn't it? Yeah, it's that big. And I don't think I'm going to be able to build a yard for this guy, though. So I could have him as like a different kind of house. It's not very space efficient, is it? I could build some people... Oh. So yeah, I could build some people like this. Yeah. Let's do it like this. Let's build someone here. Kind of want to have their yards like so, though. Yeah, let's stagger the houses. Let's put some houses in like this across the road. Does having a yard matter at all? Literally not. It's just for aesthetic. I'm going to put some like props in there, make it look more lived in. So, and then a log house for our final group. We need to build a storage barn in order to get all of this stuff out. So let's do that as well. Let's see here. Storage barn. Just a small... Well, that's quite big, actually. Can I get a smaller one? A small barn. A small multi-purpose barn. That'll do nicely. Let's put that, like, just, like, here if I can. Oh, that terrain's very annoying. Can't really flatten terrain, can I? Could put the small storage barn just at the end of the street here. Yeah, I'll put it there. Next to the forester. That'll do fine. We'll prioritise that. Then we'll build the yards in a moment. Just because I need to get rid of this and I need somewhere to put the tools. Fantastic. People are building that nicely. These areas all need their supplies. Another family moves in. A couple of kids are safe from the din of the outdoors, which is perfect. Fantastic. So far, so good. I'm liking this. Excellent. Hello, Harbinger. Good to see you there. And Anterial. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub, sir. Welcome aboard. Yeah, so far we're just trying to gather the materials that we need to survive. Our food reserve's running low, but we're going to be running off of gatherers, I think, for that. Probably want this place constructed as well, just to try and keep the forest sort of sustainable, which is a big part of this. So there's a lot to do, not much time to do it. Get all of these supplies brought back, and then let's get stuff built, and there we go, we should be fine. Obviously warmth is a big thing, we need to get firewood. Yeah, it's going to play a very big part in all of this. Okay. Let's extend our gravel road out this way a little bit further. Like so. And we can build somebody responsible for chopping firewood, which will be under this guy. Fuel production. Could build like a fire pit or a chopper. Proper little chopper here. Build one. Could have tried to have built one there. Could build one here next to the barn. The only problem with a chopper is like it deforms the terrain, I'm pretty sure. Am I thinking of something else? Chopper should be okay for now. We'll just put a small chopper next to this place. Like so. There we go. A lot of stuff needs to get built and not much time to build it. They're prioritising building the foresting area, it looks like. Which is good. We do have a lot of logs in reserve now, which is great. Just got to get people warm and fed. That's the big thing. So let's start thinking about gathering then, like a gatherer's area. So let's bring the gravel road out here. Yeah, so that's going to be a direction for the gravel road. It's going to be like a city road. The gatherer, let's take a look at that, because we need some sort of food resource coming in. So gatherer's hut. Covers a very large area. Could have the gatherer's hut sort of next door to the barn here. Just sort of popped onto this road. It's not very efficient, you should really have it way out in the woods, but this circle's enormous, so... I don't want them too far away from the base, and as the forester sort of reintroduces trees and stuff, there's going to be a lot more to gather. So I think I'm going to put it like here. Well, no, not here. Like here, and then back a bit maybe. So like there. I think that's going to be a good circle. I'll build the gatherer's hut just there. Lovely. Right then, houses are all getting constructed. The builders are doing what they can here to get stuff built, which is great. I need that storage barn completed as well in reasonable time. The builders are all doing everything they can, which is brilliant. That storage barn's going to go up. The reserve of stone is low, I gathered as much. Let's go and get some more stone if we can. Stone collection. There's a little bit over there. Go and grab that. There's a little bit here as well. Quite a lot here, actually. Should be in stone for a while. Let's get 4 foresters on the job to cut and plant to keep our wood reserve up. And then we can go from there. Another house constructed. And then once the barn is complete, we'll be able to delete this and then move our barn over. Firewood is becoming a problem. We'll need this area built sooner rather than later so people don't freeze to death. But that was our first death. Firewood is low, I am well aware. Yeah, come on lads, get that built. Oh, somebody go and find some firewood. Yep, they found some. Do I have any left? Not really. Oh, well, that should tide them over for a little bit, at least. They could put a little fuel stockpile next to your man as well. Let's see here. Leave the game running. Let's see here. A stockpile in transparent stockpiles and a fuel stockpile we could just put on the side of the road here. There we go. Just a place for him to just pile up some firewood. Saves him having to move quite as far. There we go. It's going to take him a little while to build that. That needs a lot of construction considering it's just a log to chop some wood on. But what can you do? Okay, so in terms of buildings then, let's remove this thing. The reserve of tools is low. That will be moved to this barn here. Small multi-purpose storage barn. And we should be good to go. Let's see here. So gravel road. Let's just have like country road in here. Lovely. sort of road into the yard. I like that. And we can have some various crap like strewn around here, like props, make everything look a bit more lived in. I like that very much. Collect stone. I think that's, yeah. I do have some stone coming in. Hopefully. Fantastic. What I might do, I might have that first bit as gravel. Just so it sort of bleeds onto the road a bit better, so the transition isn't quite as harsh. Okay. I'm putting way too much effort into stuff that it really doesn't need, but, you know, I'm liking the aesthetic. Half the job of a city builder is the aesthetic. We need firewood. Let's get somebody on that as quickly as possible. Once this is built, I can get people gathering food, which is great. Fucking drawbridge. A drawbridge, you know. Jesus Christ. Excellent. Right, so we need gatherers. So let's get 4 gatherers in there. Oh, well, we get as many gatherers as we can. No one's died. Now, let's drop someone out of forestry, because gathering is by far the more important thing. Okay. The people should start emptying this now, which is great. They'll take it over to the storage barn, which is perfect. Once that's moved, I can then build the final house on this street, and then we should be good to go. Excellent. Your man's chopping logs there, which is fantastic news. How is this place doing? Have you gathered anything yet? A little bit of iron ore and a little bit of stone, to be honest. They're just trying to clear the way for forestry. Which is excellent of them. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much there. 238 noodles for the 12 months. Congratulations on the grey bear, sir. Right. So far, so good. So that's been removed from there. Now I can just put a gravel path in there. And I can go sort of... That's where that gravel path will be. That's where that gravel path will be. And I can build a house just over yonder. Same style. About there. Yeah, about there. Looks about right. Oh, it's fucking built onto the stockpile. Of course it is. Okay, got to move the stockpile as well then. Transparent stockpile. Let's just move it to, like, I don't know, here or something. For now. We'll move it to here, actually, down the side of the barn. So let's do that. So, stockpile. Transparent stockpile. General purpose stockpile. We'll move it to just down the side of the barn, like so. And then we shall remove this one, just so I can construct stuff. Get rid of that. Won't take them too long, just got to be moved. Fantastic, I like that. So far, so good. So we'll get our last house up, and then everybody will have a place to call home, and then we'll be good. Lots of roots and stuff going in. That's excellent. That's going to supplement our food production quite a bit. And as these little trees here start to grow, the forest is just going to start sort of enveloping, which will be fantastic. We do have a place for a mine as well, which will be very good if we can. But for now, it should be okay. I don't have any seeds or anything, so I can't do growing. Can't do any of that yet. Lovely. Okay. Just got to wait for him to clear out the last of that. Plenty of stone in the stockpiles now, which is good. Lots of logs as well, which is also fantastic. Excellent stuff. So yeah, in terms of like props and stuff, you can just put in silly little things in people's gardens. No. It's stuff like this. You can put in like a little wood bench. You know, that old Deirdre and whatever sit on. During those old summer nights, you can get in a few barrels, a few types of barrel. Casks and stuff like that. Just, I don't know, make stuff feel a bit more lived in. The reserve of food is low. I gathered as much. Pun intended. Yeah, okay, not too bad. So I need another supplement for food. So I don't really have enough colony workers to be able to manage 2 sources of food at the moment. I'm hoping the Gatherer's Hut will do a good enough job. Although it does appear to be struggling. Although there is some food in here. It's low, but it's not out by any means. But it's not too bad at all. Is this now gone? Yes, it is. So let's get our final house in there. Log cabin. Let's build it just here. I think it's just there, isn't it? Yeah. Or is it one over? No, it's this one. There we go. Let's build that just there. We can get the last of the yards constructed, and then this will come together quite nicely, I reckon. So let's see here. So in terms of gates and stuff, let's go here. We want like a single tiled wood gate. Lovely stuff. I've one closed. No, I forget, isn't it? It's going to be like here, isn't it? I think it is. I feel like this gap is too big. Let me build this guy's yard and then I can figure out what... I feel like the gap is just slightly too big now. Let's see, so gravel path, not there, but there. Then yeah, and then a right and this way. So yeah, it needs to come one more over. No problem. Just move them slightly. We build his house here, like so. Yeah, that's right. Saves a bit of room on the right as well, which is good. Nice one. Okay. That's all going to get built, which will be perfect. But no, his yard is going this way, isn't it? I think I'm getting all of my maths and logistics and everything wrong here. Let's see. I go there, and then like that. And then I come back by a 3 and a 1. Come back by a 3 and a 1, and then I take a right turn. It's like a 5 across the back. Then a corner. And then, I think, just a... like that. Yep, that's it. We'll get all of that built. And I can figure out what exactly I'm doing with this guy's yard. I think this is right, but I'll see. Awesome stuff. So they're going to come over here and get all of that constructed, and then we should be good to go. We can also bring the queue in for this one. Got a tight fence. Just there, like so. And a corner. And then a 3, and then a 1. Then a corner. And then a 5. And then a corner. And then a tight fence. Awesome. Very awesome. Very happy with that. Okay. Excellent stuff. Yeah, you can add just a load of stuff in here. So, I don't know, plant wild tree, rough evergreen you could put in there. You could just, I don't know, town pine. Yeah. Like, you could put in just like a pine tree in your man's garden. That might do. There we go. Reserve of food is low. I am trying to keep on top of the food. I think it's just because a new house has been built, and yeah, they're filling it up with food resources. Which is very nice. Lovely. So they're building all of those fences, which is great. We'll get the last few fences sorted now. Okay. And they shouldn't harvest that down because it's like a prop rather than an actual tree. Let's get this one sort of... yeah, we'll leave this one closed as well. And then we will go right-hand corner. And then we'll go 3 back with a 1. And a corner. And then a 5. And then a corner. And then a tight fence. And then that is that sort of small street done. Take them a little while to gather everything. Could probably do with an extra hit of wood just from the reserve. There we go, just grabbing those extra trees like so. And a couple out over this way as well. Trying not to hit the new stock, but you know, inevitably some casualties are expected. Don't have any new one of those. Okay. So these are the original houses, which I really like. Excellent stuff. So the main gravel road is going to come down here like this to whatever end, I don't know. But then we can just get a gravel sort of offshoot, and then we can get a country road going off in here like so. That'll do nicely. Cool beans. Everything's going well. The reserve of firewood is doing okay at 68. Can't argue with that at all. People are just sawing away, building fences for the gardens and stuff. Town pine tree, going to go in nicely. Excellent stuff. So now it's at this point in the game where I need to start thinking about a smithy. So let's do that. So over here, let's talk about blacksmithing. So tools, we've got a blacksmith, which I can put in. I could put in a city blacksmith, which obviously I don't need. I could put in a small iron smelter. Now what does this use? A small iron smelter only produces iron by taking iron ore and furnace fuel. Only one worker can work here and is less efficient than a large foundry. So we need fuel. What would fuel be? So industrial fuel production. Fuel refinery. Fuel refinery takes burnable natural resources and converts them into hotter, more desirable... Jesus, it's a big old building. A small fuel refinery. What's this? Makes furnace fuel. Only one worker can work here and is lighter and less efficient. Slightly less efficient than a larger fuel refinery. One per man. We could just get... Let's just get a crude smithy in here to start with. So we'll just get a normal blacksmith working with crude materials. There's enough room for him here, so I'm going to pop him in just here, I reckon. Unless I wanted to back him onto someone's house like this. I could put him over this way. I feel like our village centre is going to be off over here, so I feel like building him off over here is going to be a better way to go. So let's put him here with a one tile gap just there. Like so. And that should be good enough. We need 32 iron ore. Now we do have some iron ore creeping around, which is great. Quite a bit there. We'll gather all of that, because it's only going to need to be removed by the foresters and gatherers anyway, so it's not much of an issue. Very nice. Firewood is doing very well with 108. The log cabins are kind of making it so that we don't need to use quite as much firewood, which is fantastic, to be honest. What's the limit? Make the limit 100. Well, no. Keep it at 200 then, actually. Otherwise you're going to be out of a job. People are running around gathering and chopping down trees and everything else in between, which is fantastic. Nobody's really ready to move out yet, so it's the colony's starting slow, but it's ultimately doing well. There we go, we can see a lot of smaller trees starting to appear, which is excellent news. Liking this a lot. Builders are building these fences, which is good to go. Excellent stuff there. I'm liking this a lot. Am I playing with mods? Yes, I am. I'm playing with the Colonial Charters mod, and that's the only mod I'm playing with at the moment. Very nice. Okay. That's all getting chopped up and removed, which is fantastic.
Oh,
good old deforestation. BF908. Hello there, Grand Lord. Well, Joe's fine. Or Quebec. I'll leave that with you. Okay, so everything's going sort of well here in Georgia. Very nice. Builders are just getting these little areas constructed. Sort of a reserve of leather. I feel like the road should take a left turn towards the river so that I can eventually start making like sort of fish or getting fish as a resource, which will be very nice if I can help it. Oh, snow is starting to fall. Let's take a look at the actual overall city thing. So it's the early winter of the first year. We have 11 adults and 8 children. Food reserves are kind of holding. Happiness is full. Health is sort of medium. So we could probably get a herbalist somewhere in and around here, which would be nice. But again, beggars and choosers and so on. There we go. Look at that little tree that's been growing in there. That's fantastic. I love that. Excellent. Let's flesh out this garden a little bit. So in terms of props, like, let's see here. So I'd like to think whoever lives here has a little bench under their tree that they can come and sit and just sort of enjoy life with. Small cart. part of that there. Just pop a small cart out the front here. It just make everything feel like sort of lived in, which is what I like. You know, you can just give stuff props and, you know, make it feel like it's a part of the scenery, which is great. So you could just throw a wagon in there, you know, just fill the world up. Some decorative logs, you know what I mean? Like, you could do anything. So like in this guy's garden, let's say, like, so that's where he does his, you could say, like, he chops his wood like there, like so, and then he piles it up. Or like, there you go, even better. Let's get rid of that. And then you could say that he maybe does a bit of wood chopping here. Look at that. Yeah, you could say that he chops a few logs there. I love the look of that. Fantastic. Just as an example of stuff you can fill up there, like a piece of scenery with a piece of terrain. Very nice. Let's make shit pretty. Exactly. Now you're getting it. The reserve of tools is low, so building the blacksmith is most opportune. Fantastic. Okay, so far so good. We do need to try and get the fishing industry in full swing. It's just going to be difficult. Let's kick off the fishing industry if I can. The reserve of firewood is now full, which is actually really good news. Now we're going to have this road take a turn down here, but it can't go any further that way. And then we'll probably build some houses that back on along this road here, and that should be okay. Could maybe have one that goes this way, but I think I'll be alright for now. We'll have to see. How far up this way can I get? Not really that far. Let's see if I can build like a service building or something over there. Yeah, firewood's done very well. Keep it as it is though. People are harvesting that, which is great. Logs are doing alright. They could be doing better, but there is room to harvest. The problem is that as we put more people into industry, we get less people to do labouring, which is an issue, as I'm sure you can appreciate. So that's why these trees have taken so long to cut down. But we will get there, chat. We will get there. Firewood is doing fine. The houses are doing great. There's a couple of people that are ready to move out. So let's build another house to try and get them more favourable to leaving their family's home. We could put in the same house, but let's change the aesthetic ever so slightly. We could put something here like this. And then, like, I don't really have much wiggle room with regards to... Could build something here, just a different type of house just on the end here. Just with a very small yard. I reckon that would be quite nice. Okay, let's build a small cabin just there. Just on the edge, and I'll figure out what I'm going to do with its garden a bit later. Very cool. All very cool. Very nice. Remove this structure. Oh, right, it's got a little remove button. Didn't used to have that. That's very nice. When am I going to sign a law to allow the public house? Don't you keep the event log open? I don't really know. There's not really much I need to know at this point in the game. But it doesn't just pop up and I can't be dealing with it straight away. Okay, let's put in an extra one of those. Excellent. That's all I can do. Excellent. What's the alarm for? Reserve of fire? Is it? Is it? Who's had all my firewood? Where did all my firewood go? Someone's just yeeted off with all my firewood. Okay, fair enough. Guess if you needed it. Priced above. Large log cabin. Need furniture for that. Fantastic. How did my Frostpunk build go? I haven't played it in a few days. I think it's going well. What did you study in your college days? Now, do you mean college as in, like, high school? Or do you mean college as in university? Or do you mean college as in college and you're an Englishman? all those decorative logs, it's true. Very nice. The reserve of stone is low as well. God, something's just fucking eaten up all of our fucking reserves. A couple of stones there. Grab that big collection of them as well. Well, we've made it through to the late winter of the first season. We've got a couple more adults in and about now, which is great. Going to be building an extra house so people can move out, which will be perfect. Ripe and ready for the taking, that is. Excellent stuff. Trees and stuff are starting to grow, which is perfect. You got that guy's got a tree in his garden, just naturally growing away. Very pretty. Lovely. How are the foresters doing for foresting? 164 logs is nothing to scoff at. It's a good year, that is. A couple of mushrooms as well. How are the reserve looking? Firewood. Firewood is starting to struggle, isn't it? Well, you take what you can get, I suppose. Okay. Right then. So yeah, so far we've got a nice little colony going. In terms of food, we are just sort of surviving. We're not really doing anything outrageous. We need to get an extra food supplement in. Fishing would be a good way to get meat into the diet, but it's very far away. So what are my other options in terms of food production? I can go for an apiary. Interesting. You could go for bees. Produces honey and beeswax, which can be turned into candles at a candlery. Tidal pool. Screen just flashed white then. A hunting blind. Hunting blinds are very strong, but they need to be backed onto the water. Really, the only other thing I can do is hunting. That's really the only other thing I can do here. Build a hunting place just here, I guess. Unless I want to build it sort of on the main sort of causeway. It's going to be a bit tricky though. I could build it on the main causeway. And build it next door to the gatherer's place. Let's do that. Okay. A place to go and go country road with fallen leaves. There we go. Let's get a hunter's place. Okay. Not bad at all so far. Happy with how it's all going. Lovely. In terms of decorative stuff. Look at this shit. This shit. This fucking pond. Beautiful. Shrine memorial. Jesus Christ. Decorative windmill. Look at that. Playground. Medieval playground. Medieval fountain, eh? A wooden table. Look at that. That looks awesome, doesn't it? Very cool. Okay, let's have this guy over here. Just get him to put a few of his logs just off to one side here, I reckon. We'll have a few of them and a few of them. This guy's going to have, I reckon, some rocks in his garden. Oof. Maybe not some rocks then. Let's see here. Wooden bench. Just a basic one. Lovely. Then, I don't know, punishment. Let's get a gallows in his garden. Just a little cart, I guess. But the thing is, then it's a nice little prop. Lovely stuff. Go country road here. Bring that down like so. Just straight over for this guy. Guy's going to come in like this and over like that. Not going to have any road that goes back behind his house. This person's going to come in and like that, and like this. Then over here. Then back here, what's he going to have? As like a prop house. Decorative plants and bushes. He could have some flowers in his garden. Why not? Dry fern. A single flower. You have like anything else? No. Jungle plants? Seems a bit extravagant. A dry fern. This blacksmith really needs building, like, and today would be fantastic. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, a lot of stuff needs building. It's just taking time as people struggle with tools. Becoming more and more tricky. Interesting. Okay, so far so good. Today, you mean this year, pretty much. Okay, reserve of food is low as ever. I'm trying to address that if I can. It's just taking them a little bit of time to get shit sorted. I do need a smithy built as a point of priority, otherwise everyone's efficiency is just going to fall to wet shit paper in no time at all. So I need to be mindful of that. Also need this place completed. Stone is starting to become a bit of an issue now. Stone. I'm having to go sort of further afield to try and find it. Not really wasted any stone though, because all of my cosmetic stuff is like wooden. Try and grab a good amount of it. Yeah, it will take them time and it's going to queue it up, but I am desperate for it. This area takes a lot of construction, but so far it's going well. This house is getting built too by one of the other builders, which is awesome stuff. Not much in here. A couple of herbs. What's the overall sort of... Still very good on happiness, which is good. Meanwhile, villagers passing through fences. You know how it goes. They pass through these closed gates. You shouldn't walk through directly through the fence gate walls, unless they do, in which case... Lovely. You just hammer away, love, don't you worry. Christ, look at it go. Okay, so in terms of this then, let's have a look at what I want to do with this here. So this backs straight onto the street. It's now fences ahoy. Let's see what I can do here. So I can make sort of a turn fence here. Not that I really want to. I'll do a flush fence. It would look a bit weird. Kind of just works fine for me, to be honest. Though it does look very strange on this end if you do it like that. Maybe the house should be just one tile further back, so that you can kind of do a thing with it. Just have like a little, just the world's shittiest yard. Doesn't really even connect up, but I can't build anything here. I don't even think I can put a road here. I think that's just as it is. But just have it like open plan. Doesn't necessarily need a gate. Yeah, it doesn't need a gate. I can just have it so that, yeah, it comes out like this. But yeah, I could just have it come this way. Fence turn. Then I'm supposed to put something here. Would it line up? I don't think it would. I think it would all be sort of weirdly out of alignment if I did it like that. Okay. I could just build like a small sort of right angle fence area. Like I say, it doesn't necessarily need to be closed off. This isn't the luxury suite. Okay, let's have a look at angle, sort of like flush. Like if I do it like this, that could work actually. Kind of just goes behind the house like that, but it gives the right illusion. This one. Yeah, I don't really think I can get away with much here. If I was to just put a normal fence in, how close does it get? Not really. Although that's not bad. Okay, let's do it like this. We'll go there like that. Okay, we'll do it like that. Yeah, flush fence there, flush fence there, and then like 2 flush fences here. And then we'll just leave it open plan with no gate on the front. I think that'll be fine. Just a small sort of front yard. And it keeps the fucking space management down as well, which is excellent. Excellent stuff. I've received a text on my new phone. Have a look here. Who is that? Who has texted me in this way? Let's have a look here. Your existing number is now complete. Please turn off your device and on again for these changes to make change. Okay. Restart. Yes. Lovely. So yeah, I've got a new phone as well, which is fantastic. It's you might have heard of it. It's a QoL Power 5, and it's got a honking big battery in it, which is excellent. I love it. Okay, we need a smithy making rough iron tools. That's all I can deal with at the moment. The rough iron tool smithy. Okay. Oh my god, colonial walls. Look at this. Look at this. Wartime. I love it. Look at that. Stockade, mate. I love it. Okay. This area's got a couple of builders moved into. Blacksmith. We could build one more house like this on this sort of street here. I think we're going to do that. Just to try and increase our population a little bit. Yeah, we're going to build it sort of, not that one. This one, that's it, isn't it? We'll build another one of these just next door. And that should do the job nicely. Of course the blacksmith would be the person with the broken tool, taking ages to do it. Typical, eh? Right. I definitely need to think about... Stone is really starting to become an issue for me. It's taking them a while to gather it, but they should be alright. Excellent. Logs is the only thing that's doing really well, to be honest. 58 this early isn't bad at all, and the foresters are getting a good amount per season. I can't really argue with that. Just need some people to kill shit, basically. Get some deer and keep the food reserve up. Okay, let's have a look at our phone here. So my number should have changed now, which will be fantastic. Let's just double check it all. So settings. Sorry, I am checking my phone like a really shitty professional here. Well, professional. No, I'm not really fooling anyone there, am I? So status, phone number, serial number, uptime, SIM status. So it is. There we go. All sorted now. So my phone number has changed to this number, which is great, which means I can log into WhatsApp and my number is still the same for everyone. Excellent news. Very excellent news. Good to see you, Cudster. How the hell are you? Okay, so I can get one person in there for now. Let's drop 2 people out of forestry, because that's less important. You mad bastard. You mad bastard. You fucking... He's crazy. He's crazy. He's got a new badge. Holy fucking shit. My guy. Dude, you've only got the badge for like a day. It like resets tomorrow. Holy fucking shit. Oh no, oh, you mean the 100 gift subs badge. Oh right, I see. Holy shit. Well, thank you very much. Very, very kind. Any mods? Just Colonial Charter. Just Colonial Charter for mods.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Elf. Holy shit. Can I get some cube gifts and some cube loves for Mr. El Pedroso in chat there? That would be very, very kind. Holy shit. Thank you very much, my guy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Holy fucking shit. He said my name. I know.
Oh, yeah.
He said my name. I didn't get anything. This is rigged. It is rigged, Panda. Craven Tower. It is. It's rigged big time. Big time styling.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Also, is it Divinity tonight? No, Elf, it isn't. I believe it's tomorrow night. Gordon, because of the Rugby World Cup and he works in a pub, he, I think, is tied up on the Sunday and the Friday tonight. So I think Saturday is when we're going to try and aim for, if we can. So thank you very much, Mr. Elf. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Are you rich? It's a very frank question. But we're going to be getting a lot of oh yeahs in the ear holes. Okay. So yeah, the smithy's trying to make as many tools as she can, bless her, and that's going to put some rough tools in circulation, which aren't quite as efficient as, say, iron tools, but you know, you make what you can get. Okay, so let's have a look here. Decorative log decorations, there we go. Just like so, just by the front of the house. Very, very nice. Awesome stuff. It's the Six Nations, is it? Oh, sorry, not World Cup, sorry. Rugby World Cup was in October, beg your pardon. Six Nations. Was it the Six Nations? It's something to do with rugby. I wish I could have the 100k bit badge at the same time as the 100 gift subs. Oh, does it not let you have both, does it? Does it let you choose one or the other? Well, that's still extremely generous of you. It's the Six Nations, I see. Awesome. Okay. Right, so everything's going alright at the moment. These guys should, here we go, be getting a little bit of venison into circulation, which will help sort of supplement sort of food production, which is very important. The road is ever expanding out this way, which is the ultimate sort of aim of my my city here. I want to aim this way. Well, it's city, it's barely even a village at this point. It looks nice though, doesn't it? You got to give it credit. It looks very pretty. Just adding some fences, a few benches, a few trees here and there, it goes a long way. Really makes a big difference. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much there to JRB94 for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome on board, sir. It's a hamlet. It definitely is a hamlet. Is it? Didn't I read like a... and it might be a load of nonsense, but isn't it only considered a village if it has a church? Could be wrong. It has some sort of parish. It's a helmet. Or a hamlet, yeah. Lovely. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, you get venison in big sort of bulks, but not very often. It's not like a trickle. I know a city is a cathedral, yeah. If it has like a parish. Have you seen the game Not for Broadcast? It's very Papers, Please. Is that like the post sort of Brexit British one? Because if that's the case, I've looked at it and I don't know. It does just seem like a sort of a pseudo Papers, Please clone. Venison is the yep. Stew will be ready in a few days. Very nice. You really like it? Ah, fair play. Give it a try. Fair enough. Or else. Bone meal and 5 leather as well, which means we could probably work towards getting a tailor, which is what we need if we can. So far so good. Happy Brexit Day. Oh yeah, today's Brexit Day, isn't it? Today is Brexit Day. I forgot about that. Yeah, fucking hell. We've had so many potential Brexit days. I forgot today is actually Brexit Day. So yeah, the European, I think the European members of Parliament, EU MEPs or whatever they're called, fucking yeah, they voted for today to be the actual last day in the European Union for the UK. It's all downhill from here, folks. That's why, very cleverly, I've decided to get paid in the dollar using Twitch. There you go. I'm alright. I'm alright, Jack. There we go. Today at 11 o'clock. That's it. It's also transfer deadline day, is it? There you go. It's everything day today, it looks like. Lovely. I bet you most people don't even know that it's Brexit Day. Like, it's such an unremarkable day today. Nothing really of note. It's also Friday, that it is. Should have asked Twitch to pay you in bottle caps, it's very true. We do, but yeah, that's it. I didn't think it was actually going to happen, no. Nobody did. But then your man Boris Johnson. Oh, I've got to find that picture. Hang on, you got to bear with me, chat. Got to give me a minute. Is this gonna? Okay, so open new tab, JPEG, save, save to OneDrive. You got to just like this. I love it. It's just, this is the best thing to have ever come out of the fucking the Brexit campaign trail. Hang on. What was it saved as? Couch. It's saved as. Should be saved as a... Oh, it's saved as a weird thing. Like a Chrome HTML document. Can I rename it to a JPEG? Can I? I'll tell you what I could do. I could just take a very lazy snipping tool of it. Does the job just as well, I reckon. Come on, Mr. Snipping Tool. Show yourself. There you go. Not window, rectangle. There we go. Sorry, it's like in a weird thing that you can't like just copy. There we go. So save as OneDrive. Call it capture. I don't know. There we go. Replace that one. And then browse. Professional streamer. Is it Boris stuck on a zip wire? No. The greatest thing you'll ever see. I don't know what. It's just so funny. I just can't not laugh at it. I don't know. Maybe it's a British thing, but that's hilarious to me. Oh, it's so good. Right. Mute that. Turn that off. Right. God, it's so good. He's a Hunbot, that's it. Don't get it. Yeah, it's probably not an international thing, but yeah. It's like Avon is like a sort of, I don't even know how you would describe Avon. It's like a do it from home part-time, like you become like a makeup distributor or something like that. I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah, ding dong. Yeah, it's a very British thing. How do you even explain that? Yeah. It's fucking, I don't know. It's just, yeah, I can't even explain it to you. Some people will get that, some people don't. And I apologise if you don't get that, but if you do get that, you'll find it hilarious. Door-to-door makeup scales. Yeah, it's like a pyramid. Yeah, exactly, a pyramid scheme. Avon is in America too. Ah, right. But yeah, just I love that. That was the best meme to come out of Brexit. There are a lot of good memes, but that really tickled me in ways no other meme has tickled me before. It's really bad that like sort of our elections and whatever else, elections, state of the world at the moment are just so memeable. It's really bad. It's really bad. Politics should not be. It should be the antichrist of memes, but it's so good. Drake, thank you very much. How you doing, mate? Good to see you, my dude. Quebec smells. That is all. Appreciate it. Thank you. Smells gorgeous. So I hear. So the girlfriend tells me. Right. So the tool reserve is starting to do a little bit better. We're getting more adults now, which is great. We've got people just waiting to move out. Why did the 17-year-old fucking labourer not get to move in, but the 11-year-old woodcutter is on the property ladder already? What's going on there, game? Right, okay, let's keep expanding out this way if we can. We'll put like another house like down here, I reckon, and then like just, yeah, run it round the side if we can. Lovely. Hello there, Ivory Dragons. Good to see you, man. Trump won his presidential life through memes. And it's a strange old world, isn't it? Okay, so we don't need more than that. How are we doing for this? 360 venison. Not really much left in here. We definitely need to branch out into fishing. That's something that has to happen sooner rather than later. Have the road come to like here. Have it. Oh, going all the way up there is going to suck ass. It's going to take them a long time to clear that out, but I want to sort of establish the sort of main sort of road going sort of areas, so that'll be a good idea. This place needs construction, which will be perfect. A lot of these trees are starting to mature now, which is fantastic. We'll get a lot more wood through now, which is awesome. Definitely need more iron. So we need to look at mining. So ores and minerals. We've got a copper mine, tin mine, stone and salt, iron and coal. Just like open pits rather than actual mines. This would be a good time to build into apiaries, I reckon. So we could get like a mine over here. Could build a mine back here. Just doesn't fit, sadly. We could build the mine over this way. Then it's going to be in the way, because you need to fill them in. It's going to be the only problem. Could build it just here. I mean, if the shoe fits, right? Interesting. This is an iron and coal mine. We do need iron and we do need coal. There's not much that we can do with either or either. You got quarry, you got a small quarry, a placer mine, a waterside method for harvesting. Oh, I see, precious ores from gold and silver. I see. So like you like sift water essentially. Salt works. It's huge. Jesus. A stone gatherer collects stone within a radius. That's quite cool. And an iron gatherer gathers iron within a radius. Yeah, that could be quite helpful, actually. Rather than having to use, like, workers and stuff. It's got potential. A precious mine. It's a very precious mine. We could build, like, a precious minerals mine here, which would sell for quite a bit if we needed to. I feel definitely a stone mine is going to be the way to go, because, like, we're struggling to get stone. We need a quarry of some description. I feel like just having it out the back here isn't a bad thing. Could just, like, yeah, nestle it just here. Choices, choices. I know, right, Rice? First, yeah, fucking Banished. I love it. But Banished is so good. Just gotta take your fancy. If I do that, that's gonna ruin that guy's garden, and I don't think I can live with myself if I do that. Or can I? I think I can. It's gonna kind of ruin this guy's sort of garden view, having a mine. We got to think of we got to think of real estate, folks. Got to think of the property ladder. So we're gonna put it over here. Ideally, I'd have it somewhere like out of the way, though. I think having it like over here isn't going to be a bad shout. We can have roads that bypass it. Yeah, I'm going to put our stone and salt mine just here. Then we can have a road that comes out this way and connects to it. What big change feature is in this mod? Loads of stuff. You got like loads of extra houses, loads of extra bridges, roads, extra ways of storage. It's like a mega mod. You get loads of shit that you can put in. Okay, the snow is arriving for our start of the second winter there. Hurtles, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub, sir. Welcome aboard. Good to see you there. So there's the woodcutter and the labourer. At the moment, no one's really waiting to move out. These two guys are, I suppose. Well, we've got one sort of, I think, yeah, male gatherer waiting to move out, which isn't too bad. Let's get fences and shit sorted, as we always do. Right then, let's see. For this guy, it's just, yeah, it's just like, it's the edge fencing, isn't it? Yeah, edge fences. There, and then we build him a corner, and he just comes to the front. In the best way that he can, anyway. Is that right? Have I done that right? I don't think I have I? He goes that way, he goes that way, and then he goes this way. I think I've done a Dumbo. Let's just remove that for a second. Yeah, I think I did a Dumbo there. Let's try that again. We want, yeah, we want that. Don't want this. You just want one of these. One of these. One of these. One of these. There we go. That's better. And we can build a road that goes off this way towards this area, and then once everything has been removed from there, we can get a stone mine going. The reserve of rough iron tools is in a good spot. We could build a gatherer out here as well. Let's do that. Let's build a iron gatherer. Let's put him like just here. We can build like a road that connects to his area, like so. Just out in the woods, just so we can gather all of this iron. 60 tiles in every direction. He should gather quite a bit. Then we'll build a little stockpile next to him if we can. Not bad at all. Our little housing district is going very nice. I'm very happy with it. Firewood is holding at a decent level. We will need to upgrade our production very soon, though, in the not too distant future. So far, so good. Let's drop one person out of building for now. Let's see here. Because, yeah, out of building, take one person out. We'll add that person back into forestry along with him. So 2 extra people in forestry now. All of our food production areas are running at top notch. Food is holding. It's not doing amazing, but it's not doing bad either. Lady Felicity, good to see you. Right. Okay, so all of this is getting chopped down, which is perfect. It's going to take them a while to clear all of this out, but this is at least out of the way then, which is perfect. An apiary is going to be a good area to start building into, so I'm going to try and work into bees now if I can. And some of you may say, the Nick Cage amongst you may say not the bees, but we do need this place because the beeswax can be used to create candles. And candles are very important for us. We're going to build it just here if we can. Lovely. Let's just build it right onto the road.
Oh,
Honey we can also use as a food resource as well, which is fantastic. There. Is it, how do I say that? Pugapi? Pugapi? Thank you very much there for the tier 1 sub for 2 months there. Time for another month. Very, very kind, sir. Welcome on board. Okay, so yeah, an apiary's coming in there. Candles equals big money. You got it. It also means that we can go deeper into our mine shafts because you can mine to a certain point just through daylight because it's an open pit. But there's a point at which light just doesn't really reach that far down, and at that point you need candles. And that's what we'll be doing. So we'll be manufacturing candles if we can in order to try and create an industry that allows us to, you know, make use of that kind of thing. Okay, so we're waiting for all of this to get built. They've had a child, which is great. A lot of children. They're all fucking squeezing them out at the same time. Everyone's got the same birthday. Fucking the birthday cake man. It's gonna be fucking hell. It's gonna be. He's gonna be bang in trouble. Unlike the fucking, I don't know, what is it? The late winter of next year. He's gonna be bang in trouble. Was that a duck? Was it? I think I heard a duck or a goose or something. Then there he is. The world's slowest flying like fucking goose. That is in fact a duck, but, you know, we'll call it a goose. Makes me feel better. Okay, so 70 logs, that's doing fine. Stone could be doing a little bit better. This area needs to be cleared for construction. The road is going up there. We're starting to branch out towards the water, as all settlements do. So we want to come up here and do a little bit of fishing, maybe some waterfowl as well. It's going to be fantastic. But we need the population for that, and that's really where the conundrum lies. Okay. Lovely. It's a cake man, is it? Hate backseat, but consider building a school. Yeah. Building a school wouldn't be a bad idea. The problem is I just need basic labourers. What does the school actually do? Does it just make people more efficient? In that case, there's no real reason not to. You're just increasing your rate of production. So, a school. It's one of these, isn't it? Civic buildings? One-room schoolhouse. Look at this. Schoolhouse. There we go. I think that's the one we're after, isn't it? Build it like... If only it was just one tile further back, we could have fit it in just here, which would have been perfect. That would have made a very good use of the space. Ah well. Beggars, choosers. We could put the schoolhouse over in sort of this urban district here. And we'll put the schoolhouse just here. Put the schoolhouse over there. Oh no, it's going to interfere with his... No, I don't think it will interfere with his garden. If I put it there, it should be okay. Unless I do it like this. It's like gates, but they don't... Just getting it all to line up, isn't it? That's what I'm spending like an anally retentive amount of time trying to do. Interesting. I think, yeah, like recessing it back a little bit, and then the guy's garden's just going to have to work around that fact, unfortunately. But let's put in a schoolhouse just here. Lovely. And I can sort out what his garden's going to be a bit later. Lovely. That goose would be outpaced by a snail, it really would. Okay, so far so good. For the sake of building this place, 0 out of 3 blockages have been removed. This area needs a load of logs, but we do have 106 in storage. Where is the golden llama? There is no gold. Well, we may find one. We may find one, but it is unlikely. Fantastic. So far, so good. All going well in paradise at the moment. Let's throw in like just a couple of decorative trees here and there, just for my sake. A couple of pine trees. Like that one. Put one in here as well. Or put one, I don't know, just there, yeah. There we go, that looks nice enough. Just give some of these areas just a bit of life. Just make it seem a bit more urban, a bit more crowded. I like it. I like it when trees sort of are in a settlement. Gives it that kind of rural feel. I like it. We're basically building centre parks at this point. Pretty much. Nice quick save there. I think that's the start of our next year, isn't it? Early spring, season 3. Good save. How are people doing? Hunter can move out. Labourer can move out. Okay, we need another house in the market here. So let's plan how we're going to do this then. So, as ever, let's see what we can build in terms of fencing here. So we can get a tight fence in and around here, as best as I can see. And we can build a small gate next to this. Let's see what I'm building. Just there. Then get a corner post. There. Need to come 3 and a 1 back. Then a corner post. And then I do have enough room to come this way like this. Okay, so it's not too bad actually. And a 5 and a corner. I did have enough. Awesome. Just barely, but I have enough. And that's going to back right onto the schoolhouse. Excellent news. Right then.
Oh,
not bad at all.
yeah.
Thank you very much there to Sarah Barnett there for the 18 months. Cube love to you as well. Thank you very much. Okay, so far so good. That is under construction. Just needs a few more logs being taken over there, which is being handled by these lovely people here. Lovely labourers. Very kind. How are we doing in the labouring market? How many labourers do we have? Let's see here. Job roles. One of these. There we go. So we have 2 labourers, which is good actually, because you want a couple of labourers. This area will need to be built. It will take them a little bit of time. Over here, this is where actually a good amount of our labouring force is going to need to go over to this area to be constructed. With that said and done then, I now know which way the road must go, so let's go down here, continue the gravel path, send it over this way if we can. Lovely. Come over here, around this way. So, might do a too wide for that, but that's okay. It will have served its purpose nicely. Very cool. Okay, so far so good. So this area is getting built, slowly but surely. But once it's built, we will have a sort of reasonably limitless access of stone. Again, the apiary is something that needs to be constructed as well, which people can start moving logs to. Expansion is the name of the game. Growth and expansion. We can start building our houses off over this way eventually as well, once this area fills up. Maybe get some houses down the back here on like a side street. But so far it's going very nicely. Nice one. Oh, Chinny's got the TwitchCon 2020 logo. Fantastic. Yeah, sadly I'm not going to TwitchCon this year. Just because of the fact that, yeah, we're trying to save up for a place. We don't know how much the cost of living is going to be. Maybe next year, though, depending on this. Flatten aesthetic plaza pieces for decoration in certain flat conditions. I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, so far so good. What's this place doing for food? Had a good
yeah.
season last year. Thank you very much there to Goblinium. Q is live and I messed up the start. Need to fix that somehow. I don't know. Yeah, I need to fix my Skyrim, to be fair, because it is balked in a big way. I'll be doing that after the stream if I can remember to, which is unlikely, but I shall endeavour to. Food production is going very well this year. We're starting to get a good amount in reserve. Fishing is definitely the next place that we want to be working towards, but unfortunately I'm going to need labourers over here and in this area and in the apiary, so I'm a little bit limited with the amount of labourers I can get access to. I need to obviously build more houses, which is a very big thing, so we'll keep working on that as well. Gravel road coming out this way. Got to try and build another sort of house over here. Let's keep doing it. Okay, log cabin. We could get a different one, but, you know, why bother? Why bother? We've got the perfect recipe here. Let's keep this way, like so. Get another house built. A lot of stuff needs building, not much time to build it. Okay. Stone's doing well. Excellent. How's the construction of this place going? It barely exists. Excellent. What's the reserve of stone? Okay. We can get 2 people working in here to produce stone. Okay, not bad. We need to build a small stockpile for them, which is obviously going to be part of the effort here. So let's have a look. Stockpile. Transparent. Let's go for a stone stockpile. Now, where can I build this for you? Build it here. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Yeah, let's build you a sort of a 3x6 stone stockpile. You should do that really well. Excellent. A couple of people are coming to work in here. Should start to produce some stone, which is great news. It'll take them a little bit of time, but it's something that we desperately needed. Just as a trickle of stone for construction. Really what we're after. It's just going to take them a little while to get everything built here. That area is starting to get built. This area is now next on the construction list, which is perfect. I definitely need to start working towards iron tools if I can handle it. I wonder if getting a burner, like a special burner, would be a good idea. So, industrial fuel stock. Don't really have an option of that at the moment. Does anybody know whether you can turn like planks into this? So a fuel refinery takes burnable natural resources and converts them into a hotter, more desirable form for smelters. So should I like build like just a burner next to the smithy here? Or even just across the road from the smithy, like just in here, because it will fit. I feel like a burner is going to be a good way to go. Can he do this with like firewood? Hoping he can. Put it there. Just another building. Just another building on the list. School is obviously an area that needs building as well. Expansion and growth is very much on the agenda, which I'm liking. Yeah, some stone is finally starting to trickle out of this area. It's not much, but I'm hoping it'll be enough. Especially on top of sort of extra resource gathering. So yeah, schools and houses are a good way to go. Especially with all these like sort of kids that were sort of born a couple of seasons ago. Apiary is getting constructed, which is very nice. It's going to be a source of honey, which will also be a source of food. So very favourable. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all so far. Okay. Yeah, stone and stuff and various other resources are starting to appear. This area just needs to have those areas removed and then we should be fine. All in the name of construction. It's just taking a little while as we only have 2 builders. I think they're working with crude iron tools. Apparently this guy is educated. Don't know how. Lovely. In terms of firewood, we're doing okay. Yeah, the log cabins are doing a very good job at insulating our colony, which means we don't need quite as much wood to keep them warm, which is excellent. We also could do a little bit of fishing out here, although actually I think this would be a better place for like a hunter's, like what is it called? A doodar, a doody-doody-dar, here we go, a hunting blind. We You could put a couple of hunting blinds here. Hunting blinds are very good. Place for obviously catching ducks and stuff. Yeah, we could do a small sort of hunting blind thing over here. Also a lot of stone and stuff to gather. Might be an idea also. As I say, a trickle of stone is starting to come out, so we can now fill it up to the tippy top with labourers, and that will just get us more stone in reserve, which is perfect. Apiary is nearly constructed here. Just a couple more points, and bingo. Need someone to work in that apiary, and let's get someone out of forestry to work into it. That's very much something that we're after here. So yeah, just one person working in the apiary looking after the bees, but that's what we need, so we'll take what we can get. Let's see, gravel road just can go right inside there, so let's do that. Have like soil roads around here. Lovely. Someone looking after the bees. We get some honey out of that and some beeswax. Beeswax we can use to make candles, and then we should be good to go. Very cool. How's this place doing still? 400 venison this season isn't bad at all. We have lost a gatherer, which means overall production should be down. It is a little bit struggling. Let's drop somebody out of forestry to fill this up. Oh no, I beg your pardon. Eh? So we've got 4 workers, but only 3 of them are working. Gatherer, gatherer, gatherer. Where's our 4th gatherer then? Oh, is he working in here? Oh, I see. So, yeah, you need 6 working in the industry. Okay. So these gatherers now go and work in here as well. I see. They're going to go and gather iron ore. Fair enough. Every day is a school day. Let's work on just gathering this iron, this stone even, because there's a lot of stone over here. And just add it to the reserve, because we're going to be building a stockpile here very shortly. That's a lot of stone that we can bring over. Look at all these trees now starting to mature as well. It looks really nice.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Oh, £3 there from Mr. Dixie Rex. Thank you very much there. Have you been playing Surviving Mars? No, I haven't played it at all. Might be a game you could enjoy. Thank you. I'll definitely check it out if I can. So yeah, so far so good. Colony's building nicely. 200 iron ore is the limit, then they become labourers. Just means that we can keep ourselves supplied with tools, which is what we're after really, isn't it? Excellent. How are these guys doing for stone? So they've used 98 of their reserve here. Again, eventually we'll be able to... There we go. So look, a deep stone and salt mine needs 70 candles. So again, the bees are what we're going to be using for that. So if we have a look at this, they still haven't produced anything yet. I think they produce it in a big lump sum, like once or twice every season, as they wait for the honey to mature, which is alright. Schoolhouse is under construction, but it's taking time, as stone is our limiting resource at the moment, but a lot of stone is starting to appear out of here now that we've got 3 workers in there. So we could reduce stone or salt, which obviously we don't really need salt. Not yet, anyway. So stone is definitely what we'll be using. Okay. So far so good. I'm liking this. So far it's going very well. I'm very happy. Oh, here we go. Honey and, well, doesn't look like we've got any beeswax just yet, but we definitely have honey. Honey's going to be going sort of in here. I forget what it's used for, honey. Well, I guess just for eating, isn't it? I don't know whether it has any extra stuff. There's some duck meat as well. Fantastic. Food actually is doing really well. I'm quite surprised. The food industry is kicking off in a big way. I'm enjoying it. Another house needs to be built, which they're working on. Obviously, this area needs more stone. There's a lot of stone over here. Just digging out those roads, which is perfect. Again, getting that stockpile sorted is going to be one of the priorities, really, I think. A lot of pending construction projects here in Georgia. Nice one. Okay. So far, so good. Schoolhouse under construction there. 9 stone and Well, 9 stone out of 26. Firewood's doing okay. Let's up firewood reserves to 300 as our housing sort of market increases. We need to try and get a better reserve of it, just to accommodate the extra houses, which is perfect. Excellent. Not bad at all. This area's doing okay. They've collected 37 iron so far, and they're just sort of petering it out, which is good. They go far and wide looking for stuff. Yeah, they collect stuff in a huge area. Jesus Christ. I didn't realise there was such a big area. I suppose it's got to be worth it if you're going to build a building, otherwise you just gather it manually. How are we doing for beeswax? Still none yet. I'm hoping we'll get there. Whether it needs refining, I don't know. Bone meal. A little bit of firewood, some roots, plenty of onions and berries, which is great. Plenty of venison too. Stone starting to trickle in. Need this stockpile as a sort of point of priority. Just taking them a little while. Excellent. Superb. Want to keep keeping an eye on it, because again, candles are the way to go. Alright. Can you literally prioritise areas in the cogwheel menu? I think you can, but I'm just going to let them build organically. I know I need it built sort of sooner rather than later, but it's not super urgent. Well, the builders are over here building fences, to be honest. They take ages to build fences for some reason, I don't know why. Just does. Need like planks and stuff for building furniture as well, that's obviously going to be a big thing. Like I say, I just need more stone to trickle in, and that's what these guys are doing over here. Good amount of stone out here. Oh, there we go, they're starting to clear out the stockpile. That will just make the storing of stone a little bit easier. Allow people to come over and just grab stuff. That's all chopped down. Lovely. You clear all of that for us, sweetheart. As much as you can, anyway. There we go. Stockpile full. Now people will just be able to move it just across the road there to here if they want to, unless obviously it goes straight into construction projects, which I think it will, but this is a stone stockpile, so they may eventually start using that when the time comes anyway. Did she just pick up a shitload of stone and just go back down there? I think she did. Not sure what the fuck. Okay, well there you go, it's going into the stockpile now, which is great. So at least they are using it. What I need to think about now is a herbalist, because of the fact that people will start getting sick. And so I need to try and keep the health of my colony in reasonably good stead as it's dropping to 4 stars. So let's go and take a look at this. So, herbalist, pretty sure it's one of these. Gatherers. Is it under like a healthcare section? Food refining. It's food refining. Old dairy. Milk barn. Guess you could get like butchers and stuff, couldn't you? Baking. Preserverist. Smokehouse. Salting house and a sugar house. Sugar daddy house. Sugar daddy Brad house. Not fuel production. Medcare? Hospital. Hospital. Herbalist. Here we go. This is what we're after. Do we want a herbalist? We could build him here, just behind the stockpile. Should do. Not the most scenic area, but well, you know, it does a job. There we go. So he'll be in there just behind that stockpile. Lovely. Those guys are doing a good job of gathering there. Stone needed for construction projects is starting to trickle out, which is excellent. A good amount of stone that they're bringing up from underground there. I'm quite happy with the overall production rate of that. But getting educated workers is going to be really the key, to be honest, to making this all work properly. It's going to take a little bit of time. Excellent. How long have you back? Are you using any mods? I can't remember there being this many buildings in the game. We are. We're using the Colonial Charters mod. It's like a mega pack. Lovely. What happened to Skyrim? It's broken. My game's totally crashed for some reason. I need to go into it and figure out why the hell it keeps breaking. Like, every time I try and quick save, the game just crashes to desktop. I tried installing a mod, but I uninstalled it and it has the same problem, so I need to go and have a look and see what's going on with it. So it's, yeah, a bit of a bother. I'll figure it out. Okay. Not bad at all. Right. Let's see here. Okay. Touche, yeah, that's it. So any beeswax come out of here yet? No, just a fuckload of honey. No beeswax. This definitely produces beeswax. It is an apiary after all. I guess I'm just getting unlucky with my beeswax production. What do we do with this? Plenty of bone meal, which is good. Even some berries as well. These guys are doing well for the... Well, not as well as last season, because they were a man down, but not bad by any measure. People are starting to fill up their houses with food and stuff, which is great. There we go, plenty of mouths to feed. There we go, this area now has enough stone to start construction, which is perfect news. Excellent, this place is going nicely. Depending on the mod, you should be able to simply backload a save that didn't have the new mod in it, and it could fix it. That save didn't have the mod on, Frosty Fen. So the one that I'm trying to quick save, and that's what's causing it to crash. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know why it's doing it. Anyway, let's have a look here. I have the same problem with Skyrim. Sky UI just doesn't work. It takes 4 seconds long. It takes 4 seconds losing every time I open the inventory. It's convenient horses, yeah. Okay, so all said and done here, we've been going for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's about 1:45 here in the UK, so I'm going to go and fix myself some grub. So I think we'll leave that there for now. I've been quite enjoying this. This is the kind of the image I had for the last place that I wanted to do. So I'm going to call it here for now. With regards to Skyrim, I'll see if I can get it working by tonight. Maybe we'll play some this evening, or if there's community games going on, if Soviet's playing Rising Storm or something, we'll see. But yeah, that is it from me for the moment. So thank you everybody for tuning in today. A big thank you to Elf and for the massive gift sub train, and everybody else who followed and everything like that. Plenty of new followers, plenty of subs and all of that. Obviously, if you like what you see, do feel free to hit the ye old button of follow, or it will, yeah, so it's where you can find me live and stuff. So yeah, thank you everybody for dropping in. So yeah, definitely more Banished on the agenda, because this has been really good fun. I've really enjoyed this. A nice, slow, chill game to kick the day off, so very, very happy overall. So, I've obviously been Long Live Quebec. Thank you everybody for tuning in this fine afternoon, or morning, depending on where you hail from. We shall save the game here with Mr. Here we go, Joisberg, or Jogia. Fucking Jogia. Lovely. And then we'll leave that there. So we're going to exit game. Right, okay, let's have a look. With regards to people who are online at the moment, Mr. Edberg is playing Escape from Tarkov, Yuki's playing Modern Warfare, and Vodor is playing 7 Days to Die. So I'm going to pass you on to Vodor here. He is, currently playing some 7 Days to Die. He's very quiet on stream at the moment, but do feel free to get your cube armors ready, your cube raids, as it were, and we'll jump in and say hi. So this is Mr. Vodor, and I shall catch you all in the not-too-distant future. So take care, folks. Have a good afternoon, and I'll catch you next time. Take care, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.